Hey Metal Momentum fan. Welcome back to the channel. Ever feel like your words are getting lost in translation? You say one thing, but your partner hears something completely different? Or maybe you walk away from a work meeting feeling confused and frustrated? We've all been there. The truth is, effective communication isn't just about talking, it's about connecting. Today's video will equip you with powerful techniques to transform your conversations from frustrating misunderstandings to clear and meaningful interactions. Here we see communication struggles all too familiar, missed connections, misunderstandings, and arguments that leave everyone feeling unheard. But here, we see the power of mindful communication. These are conversations built on respect, understanding, and a genuine desire to connect. That's what we're aiming for in this video, Metal Momentum fam. By the end, you'll have the tools you need to navigate any conversation with confidence and clarity. So, buckle up and get ready to unlock the secrets to mastering communication. The power of mindful communication. Alright, before we dive into specific techniques, let's talk about the foundation of effective communication, mindful communication. This isn't some mystical practice, it's about being present in the moment and actively listening to the other person. Be present. Put away distractions like your phone and focus your full attention on the conversation. Make eye contact and show the other person you're engaged. Active listening. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Pay attention to both verbal and nonverbal cues. Here are some tips for active listening. Nod your head and use encouraging body language. Ask clarifying questions to show you're understanding their perspective. Summarize what they've said to ensure you've heard them correctly. Acknowledge and validate. Show the other person you hear them. Briefly summarize what they've said and acknowledge their feelings. This fosters trust and encourages open communication. For example, you could say, "It sounds like you're feeling frustrated about. I can see why you're upset about." Mindful communication creates a safe space for genuine connection and understanding. It sets the stage for clear and effective conversations. Now, let's explore some specific techniques you can use to elevate your communication to the next level. Communication techniques for success. Okay, so you've mastered the art of mindful communication, fantastic. Now let's add some tools to your belt. Here are some specific communication techniques that will take your conversations from good to great. Avoid interrupting. It might feel natural to jump in with your thoughts, but interrupting shows a lack of respect and disrupts the flow of conversation. Let the other person finish their thought before you speak. Use open body language. Maintain good posture, make eye contact, and avoid crossing your arms or fidgeting. Open body language conveys confidence and openness to communication. Speak clearly and concisely. Articulate your thoughts clearly and avoid using jargon or filler words like or like. This improves the clarity and impact of your message. Consider the other person's level of understanding and tailor your language accordingly. Paraphrase and summarize. Briefly restate what the other person has said to ensure understanding. This shows you're paying attention and helps to avoid misunderstandings. Here's an example. So, if I understand correctly, you're feeling frustrated because. The other person nods, exactly. Ask clarifying questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions to ensure you understand the other person's perspective. This shows you're engaged and interested in what they have to say. These are just a few key communication techniques you can incorporate into your conversations. Remember, communication is a two-way street. By implementing these tips and practicing active listening, you'll be well on your way to having more effective and meaningful conversations. Bonus tip. Feeling stuck in a conversation? Try the mirroring technique. Briefly repeat back a few key words or phrases the other person has used. This shows you're listening and can help to refocus the conversation. In the next scene, we'll explore a specific communication challenge we all face, the art of saying no politely but assertively. The art of saying no. Let's face it, sometimes effective communication involves setting boundaries. Learning to say no politely but assertively is a crucial skill. Here's how to do it with confidence and avoid feeling like the bad guy. Acknowledge. Start by thanking the person for inviting you or for trusting you with a request. This shows respect and appreciation. For example, you could say, "I appreciate you inviting me to the party. I appreciate you thinking of me for the project." Explain briefly. Give a brief and honest reason why you can't accept the request. You don't need to go into elaborate detail, but a simple explanation helps the other person understand. Here are some examples. Unfortunately, my schedule is already full at the moment. But I already have a prior commitment that day. And I wouldn't be able to give it the attention it deserves. Offer an alternative. If possible, consider offering an alternative solution. This shows your willingness to help, even if you can't fulfill the initial request. For example, would you be interested in alternative suggestion? Perhaps we can reschedule for another time? Be firm but kind. Deliver your response with confidence and clarity, but maintain a polite tone. This ensures your message is heard while preserving the relationship. Remember, setting boundaries isn't selfish. It allows you to prioritize your time and energy for what truly matters. By mastering the art of saying no effectively, you'll create more balance and reduce stress in your life. Pro tip. Feeling pressured to say yes? Politely but firmly restate your refusal and offer to revisit the conversation at a later time. For example, I understand you're disappointed, but I'm afraid my answer is still no. Perhaps we can talk about it again in a few weeks? In the next scene, we'll wrap things up and share some final thoughts on becoming a master communicator. Effective communication is the cornerstone of strong relationships, a fulfilling career, and a happy life. By practicing mindful communication and utilizing the techniques we've explored in this video, you can transform your conversations from frustrating misunderstandings to clear and meaningful interactions. So Mental Momentum fam, remember, communication is a skill that takes practice. The more you put these tips into action, the more confident and clear you'll become in your conversations. Let's keep the conversation going. Share your communication struggles and successes in the comments below. What communication techniques have worked best for you? I'd also love to hear about specific communication challenges you face. Leave a comment below and let me know what topics you'd like to see covered in future videos. A big thank you for joining me on today's journey to becoming a master communicator. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the Mental Momentum for more tips on building strong relationships and achieving your goals, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. Until next time, take care and keep building your mental momentum.